Top 10 driest place in the world. Number 10.
Oulef, Algeria.
Average rainfall 12.19 mm or 48 inches per year. This little town in central Algeria is the driest place in an already dry country. As if that isn't enough,
It's also blazingly hot in Oulef. It is an oasis in the desert after all. A couple of palm trees separate the town from the surrounding miles of desert.
Number 9.
Pelican Point, Namibia.
Average rainfall 8.13 mm or 32 in per year.
Pelican Point is a tiny jetty in the sand dune-filled African country of Namibia.
But even for a place known for dryness, it's a special case. Despite the dryness, it's still a much lauded surfer spot, showing once again that surfers will endure just about anything for the perfect wave. Number 8. Iquique, Chile. Average rainfall 5.08 mm or 2 in per year. This port city lies at the top of the long skinny country of Chile and actually lies to the west of the well-known Atacama Desert. The surrounding desert is mined for the natural fertilizer nitrate, and the town does boast beaches for escaping the dry air if rain does fall. It happens in January and February. Number 7.
Wadi Halfa, Sudan.
Average rainfall 2.45 mm or 096 in per year. Dead center in the Sahara, Wadi Halfa is a picture-perfect desert town. The descending, drying air of the subtropical high in the region has a strong influence on the surrounding area, producing a dry and hot desert. Number 6. Average rainfall 2.29 mm or 09 in per year. On the southern side of Lima, bordering the Atacama Desert, lies
This dry, dusty region wasn't always that way though. In 2007,
scientists found fossil evidence of a 4-foot tall 2-meter species of penguin that used to inhabit the area. The region's dry MXPI Columbian mum is prevalent.
as human remains don't decompose without humidity, the city's climate also attracts people with asthma, who say their symptoms are much better in the dry air.
Number 5. Luxor, Egypt. Average rainfall 0.862 mm or 034 in per year.
Luxor is home to a good chunk of the world's antiquities, and is also a place that doesn't get much moisture.
In the city's cool season, a hot wind known as Kamsin sometimes blows in from the nearby western desert and may bring a sandstorm with it. The storms can last for 2 days and whip the air to a race car like 93 miles per hour 150 kph with a temperature increase of 20 degrees. Any raindrops that begin to fall immediately evaporate in the heated air. Number 4.
Aswan, Egypt.
Average rainfall 0.861 mm or 0338 in per year.
Aswan is a name that might be known best for a dam, but most of the time the city is entirely lacking in moisture.
While some other parts of Egypt get breezes from the ocean, Aswan remains hot and dehydrated all year round.
The city's proximity to the Tropic of Cancer also contributes to the high temperatures and dry weather. Winds that blast sand at 100 miles per hour, 161 kph, are common, and the stones that build the pyramids at Giza originally came from Aswan's dry valleys.
Number 3. Ayakafra, Libya. Average rainfall 0.86 mm or 0338 in per year.
The driest spot in Africa. Ayakafra has a handful of oases nearby where natural underground springs feed populations of people and animals.
The main crops grown are peaches, dates and apricots. Nearby, the desert is low-lying and covered by sand dunes up to 980 feet 30 m in height. Number 2. Arica, Chile. Average rainfall 0.761 mm or 03 in per year. Arica is the driest city on the planet, though not quite the driest place. It's a port city, and despite the lack of wet stuff in the sky.
Arica does have a high level of humidity and cloud cover, while the air is wet. The moisture doesn't quite make it to the ground.
The surrounding Atacama Desert is in a rain shadow that squeezes moisture over the mountains and carries only dry air to the desert. Some places in the desert have not received rain in more than 500 years. Number 1. Dry valleys, Antarctica. Average rainfall, 0. Though Antarctica summons a mental picture of snow-covered terrain, its dry valleys are actually the world's driest spot. The valleys have extremely low humidity and almost no ice or snow cover the largest ice-free region on the continent.
Nearby mountains are high enough that they block seaward flowing, ice from reaching the valleys.
The unique conditions are caused, in part, by powerful katabatic winds. These occur when cold, dense air is pulled downhill by the force of gravity. The winds can reach speeds of 200 miles per hour 3 to 2 kph, heating as they descend and evaporating all water, ice and snow. The valleys are considered the closest of any of Earth's environments to the planet Mars, and scientists are studying the ecosystem to better understand the surface of the red planet.